First, open Logic by tapping on the icon for the app, wherever you may have it placed on your home screen. Tap the plus symbol in the upper right corner to create a new song. Select Tracks and then MIDI. Optionally, tap the drop-down arrow by the song name in the upper left corner if you'd like to give it a specific name. Next, tap on the tempo display, by default set to 120 beats per minute. Let's enter a tempo of 174 beats per minute to match the tempo of the original song and tap Done. Logic creates a piano track by default, but we don't need it for this tune. So tap on the track and select Delete from the menu. To use the iTar as a Bluetooth MIDI controller into Logic, let's make sure we get it paired. Tap on the three dots in the upper right-hand corner and tap Settings. Next, tap on MIDI from the options on the left. Power up your iTar and click on the Bluetooth pairing button. Back in Logic, tap on Bluetooth MIDI devices. This will bring up a list of Bluetooth devices that may have been connected or may be in range of your iPad. You might need to scroll down if the list of Bluetooth devices is long. Tap on the iTar and confirm that it is connected. Now let's add some tracks. We've chosen a few sounds that are included with the basic installation of Logic that are close enough to the ones used in the original song. The quickest way to call up these specific sounds will be to use the search function in Logic. In the Instrument Patches section, tap on the magnifying glass and start typing Mod Wheel. We're looking for Mod Wheel Sizzler. Tap and hold on the preset name, and then drag it over to add a track. Next, tap on the magnifying glass and let's start typing Drum Machine Designer. A list of kits for Drum Machine Designer will show up, but we want to create our own kit. So scroll down to Empty Kit and again tap and hold and drag it over to create another track. To display the drum pads, tap on the piano keys icon in the lower right corner of the screen. Let's add some individual samples to the pads. Type 808 bass into the search field. Locate the desired sample from the list below. Tap and hold and drag it onto the drum pad. Let's repeat the process for the next sample and type in Festival Drop. Scroll down and locate Snare 2 Festival Drop. Tap and hold and drag it over to the next open drum pad. Next, search for Hybrid Knock and locate Hi-Hat Open Hybrid Knock and add it to the next open pad. Finally, search for Absolute Zero and locate the sample Hi-Hat 1 Absolute Zero and add it to the next empty pad. We now have a custom drum kit comprised of 4 individually selected sounds from the extensive library included with Logic. Next, let's add a bass sound by searching for Opaque Deep Bass and drag it over to add the bass track. For our final track, let's search for and add the instrument preset called Bell, No Man's Joint. We've successfully added all the tracks we need to create this tune. We no longer need the browser window, so press the button in the lower left corner to regain some screen real estate, making it easier to see what we're doing. Let's start recording. Make sure the metronome icon is activated so we'll hear the click, as well as the 1, 2, 3, 4 icon, which will provide a 4-count lead-in before the recording starts. With the first track selected, hit the record button on the control bar. The track will be automatically armed for recording and will hear the 4 clicks count down before recording starts. Play in the chords on the iTar fingerboard. I'll play them twice with slight variations each time. Stop the recording and then tap on the next track so we can record in the drum part. For this, we'll use the on-screen pads to play in the parts. We'll start by recording the hi-hat part by itself to make things easier. Open hi-hats for the first section and closed hi-hats for the next. Stop the recording and tap and drag on the ruler above the tracks to create an 8-bar section. This is important because we'll be using Logic's cycle function in the next step to layer additional drum sounds on the same track. Tap on the recorded region and select Cycle and Selection. For this to work, we also need to be sure this functionality is enabled in the overall settings for Logic. It's the default setting, but you can check by tapping the 3 dots in the upper right corner, tap Settings, and select Recording from the menu on the left. Make sure Cycle On is set to Merge. Now we can record kick and snare on top of the hi-hats, and it will all be merged into one region. Hit record again and play in the kick and snare part. Stop recording and our drum part is complete. Now, tap on the next track and get ready to record the bass line. Hit record and play in the notes on the iTar fingerboard. Tap the stop button once again to stop recording. And now the basic backing track is built. Let's play the lead melody on top, the icing on the cake. But first, we want to be sure we're playing the part in the correct octave. Press the octave up button on the iTar once to shift everything up 1 octave and ensure this melody is in the correct register. Hit record and let's get it. You can use this same process to record your own ideas, choosing your own sounds, and playing in the parts on the guitarist-friendly iTar fingerboard.